How you guys doing? This Mike back with the thought of the day on May 30th, 2024. First, I want to give honor and praise to Ahaya Shuahaya, Bashem Yeshaya Rawakadash. That's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Then I like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today I want to talk about, since this May is about to be over, I wanted to close out talking about the step 5. The step 5 in the recovery process. Step 5 is admitted to God, to ourselves, and another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. And I have a little prayer that goes with step 5 that I found that I want to read. It says, God, my inventory has shown me who I am. Yet I ask for your help in admitting my wrongs to another person and to you. Assure me and be with me in this step. For without this step, I cannot progress in my recovery. With your help, I can do this, and I will do it. Admitting your faults to God and another human being takes us to the Bible, to James chapter 5, verse 16. Confess your faults one to another, and pray for one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So, I did this step twice in my life, and it was breakthroughs both times. The first time I did it, that's when I prayed after and felt the Holy Spirit enter me after I prayed when I was on my way to my room, to lay down in my room. This step is very crucial. It was crucial for me, and it'll be crucial for you in your recovery, because it breaks the pride, ego, and arrogance that I had inside of me, which made me vulnerable. And going over to that vulnerable side is the side many of us don't like to go into, but going over to that vulnerable side is when you're truly in the presence and working for the Most High. And somebody asks, why can't I just tell God and just God alone? Because having that other person there brings you earthly accountability, and it breaks that pride and ego and arrogance, because somebody else knows about you. It's two people on this earth now that know everything about me. Things that I thought that I would take to my grave, things that I thought I would never tell anybody. And the fact that they know that, and of course it has to be people that you trust. The mask that I used to wear and walk around with, thinking that I was this and that, is shattered now. And it's important. It was important for me that once that ego and pride and stuff got shattered, I immediately took the spirit and went to work for the Most High. And that's why this step is vital in recovery, because you really get a cleanse. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in rehab and I did this, I didn't have any alcohol in my system at the time, and by getting all this stuff out and admitting my wrongs and going through everything that happened to me and everything that I did, it cleansed everything out. I had to do to admit the wrongs in 4 categories. It was my fears, my resentments, the people I harmed, and the sex inventory. And once I got all of that stuff out and admitted to myself, God, and to another person, the process started. And that's when I was ready to really, I felt the presence, I felt the Holy Spirit come in me, and I was ready to really go work for God for the first time in my life. Is it challenging? Yes, it is. Is it something that a lot of people might balk and not want to do? I can understand it. But when you're ready, you're ready. But this process is a very serious process, and it's a life changer if you're willing to be totally honest for the first time in your life. I can't say everybody hasn't been totally honest, but when I was totally honest for the first time in my life, it took me to that point where I was broken and I was truly ready to be in service for the Most High. This is step 5 again. This is Brother Mike. Enjoy your day. Shalom.